Hi, my name is Ayo Animashaun. You are watching Accelerate TV. Ayo Animashaun is this passionate guy who likes to do things in a different way. Yes, I started from print, but it wasn't even before Hip Hop World magazine. There were some books, two song books, that I published, lyrics to songs. They were popular at that time. I was only 19. I put them together in a song book and I started selling. I did the first one, then the second one the next year. And a couple of years after, this was a long time ago, I was only 19, it was 1989, 1990, I was a young boy at that time. I thought I could do better. You always try better. So the next thing for me was to publish a magazine. That was the next dream. That would be sold everywhere in the country. I wanted to make it big. At that time, there were popular, titles like Fame Magazine, and the likes, so many that I don't want to mention anything. Of course, it was my first, sojourn into big time publishing. And I was in Kaduna then because I schooled in Kaduna. I was in Kaduna Polytechnic then. So immediately I graduated, I called a guy called Kule Bakari. He was working with Fame Magazine at that time. And I told him my dream and I wanted to publish. I said I should come to Lagos. I couldn't do it where I was. Of course I came. It took a year for us to start getting attention, or for me to start getting attention. The first year, I just found myself writing, lyrics to songs in their own magazine and writing, pages. They were very popular at that time in their own magazine, and there was no money. There was no money, so there wasn't money to start. The first big money I got when I was publishing the song book was 1,000 naira, which of course I borrowed. And I didn't only borrow, I mortgaged what I had at that time, like my music box, my small 3-in-1 TV set, and when I paid back, the guy was, so happy that I was able to pay back. So he asked me to go with the money, but I paid back. But during that period, he had everything that belonged to me with him, what I would call my property at that time. I had with me my most prized property at that time. I had it with me. I paid back. Then later for the magazine, it was 5,000 naira that we had only to typeset. Way back in the day, we used to go to computer room to go and typeset. Nobody had laptops and whatever. Someone gave me a big amount of money then, that I carried. I was taking it to where I was doing color separation. I put it in my pocket. The money, I felt like a bullion van carrying a lot of money. And guess how much the money was? Only 14,000 naira. But it was so big at that time that if you pressed your on as an Okada rider, I'd be like, hey, like you want to rob me, So that was a lot of money to me at that time. That was very, very big. So I took it there, did the color separation, and there was no money again. And we needed 150,000 naira to buy newsprint and pay the printer, and we didn't have. So this guy took me to the newsprint guy. He gave us on credit, and the printer printed on credit. But luckily, when the magazine came out, first edition of Hip Hop World magazine, it sold out. We printed only 5,000 copies, it sold out. We printed again, it sold out. We printed again, it sold out. So we were very happy. And that was the start. I learned to read early enough, and not just novels, books that are actually capable of changing one's life. I'm always having something. Someone gave me this today, and I won't stop until I finish it. Excellence is not by luck. Tony Agemome just left here, the publisher. Just left here. So I always have something to read. Someone gave me a book, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. I read it and I saw some principles, you can just make it happen, you can achieve it. And I'm this guy that all you need to do is tell me, I believe you, just like that, I just believe you. So like when I was growing up, my dad told me, you don't eat the meat first. It's spoiled children that eat the meat first, it's not good. So till today, I finish my rice before I eat my meat. Stuff like that stayed with me. So when I read the book, I believed whatever a man can conceive, you can achieve. I saw the story of Henry Ford there when they were trying to do a 6-cylinder engine and everything. I believed all these things. And I thought I could make it happen every day, and if you don't find a way, it doesn't mean there is no way. it means that you've not found the way. And if you look, deep enough and you search well enough, you're going to find the way. So I believe these principles, and I believe in hard work, and I don't believe in magic. I believe that there has to be a process of growth, and you have to make this thing happen. I'll say the two most important people that have actually really inspired me, are my parents, my mom and dad. Which is why I always tell people that the background is very important. My mom and dad, my dad taught me, was my life coach, even though he died when I was only 18. But what he taught me was enough to take me through my lifetime. Deep TV, the slogan is a break from the norm. I told my guys that if we had to succeed with Deep TV, it had to be from our DNA. It had to be us. It had to be who we are. We had to represent ourselves. And that's what we did. We had to believe. It was an experiment. Because before Deep TV as a TV program, before it became a 24-hour channel, that people know today, was a music program, urban culture program that didn't have music videos. I thought there were a lot of music video playing programs, and we had to do something fresh and new. Deep TV started in 2007. Headies started as Hip Hop World Awards in 2006. Okay, so we wanted an award show that would reward artistic ingenuity and excellence. And we thought if someone could do it well, it had to be us. If I put in efforts now, or I went for marketing today, and I didn't see the result by next morning, I got frustrated by that afternoon. But luckily, I didn't give up. I managed my frustration, but I kept on, which is the reason why a lot of people give up before their break. They're not patient. They think it's not going to happen because it's not just happening right now. It's going to happen. They just have to keep working at it, be patient,